Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Young Bucks Outdoors podcast. On today's episode, I sit down with Mr. Matthew Prater, Kendal McGuire, and Keaton McGuire to talk about some of our dream outdoor experiences each of us would like to accomplish at some point in our lives. We also did record this episode back in late January, just before the late season Kansas Duck opener. We also did film that hunt, and you can go check out that video up on our YouTube channel now. But without further ado, let's hop on into the episode. Here we go.
Record a vlog.
I don't even know what my thing is, dude.
Well, we can come around to you.
How about we start with you, Austin?
Okay, I think I have a couple.
I've got mine.
We'll start with you then, because there's a couple I need to So.
What I want to do with you guys is I want to go to Colorado and go skiing.
Really?
Oh yeah, with all of us.
Have you ever skied?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going in 3 or 4 weeks.
Dude, I just snowboarded
Over spring break.
February 11th to the 16th.
For real?
I snowboarded out in Missouri.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
Badass. Snow Creek, something like that.
You said
Is it just a big hill or what?
No, it's like you would expect, like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. It's gonna be nice and chill. But like, there's some stuff that are super steep, and like I was going down with my snowboard. Never snowboarded before. Hauling
for real?
ass. Yeah, hauling ass. It was scary. Wiped out a bunch, but finally got a hang of it. But it was better than expected. We gotta go. It's cheap there too.
So
Is it really?
is it it's like artificial snow or because
But
I
you
know
guys
Missouri-
You guys went like right after it had snowed, didn't you?
We were there when it was snowing. Yeah, but there's snow machines or whatever, like 3,000 gallons per minute or something crazy.
So is it like artificial in the sense like it's shaved ice kind of
How
thing, or
long-
is it like some sort of material that
Powder.
acts
No, it's legit ice. It makes snow. I mean,
How long? How long
long
was
is
your
it
run?
pushing like 5 minutes max.
Really?
No, it's pretty fast. It was like
I figured that was going to be the case. Probably
I mean,
like a 10-minute lift ride.
no.
Not even that.
I don't know. It's probably like 2 minutes. Minute.
Oh really?
It depends how fast you go though.
Yeah.
But there's some like you have to go around trees and stuff. It's pretty gnarly.
We should do a Colorado trip or something.
Yeah.
That would be super fun.
I've only ever been snowboarding, snow skiing, whatever, once, and it was snowboarding, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
On your ass the whole time?
On my ass, on my
You gotta
knees.
try skiing.
I fell on my head once, and it was frustrating because it was me and my stepbrother Cameron. And then
when was this? A few years ago?
No, years ago, man. This
Oh.
was back in
5
high
years
school.
ago.
I remember it though because Cameron at that time was competing in track like as a pole vaulter at UNC Charlotte. So D1 school, so he was a D1 athlete. I was in the middle of conditioning for baseball. So we were easily the two most in shape guys in the entire family. Everybody else there like wasn't working out in any capacity. And I knew how bad snowboarding was at the end of the weekend because we were the two most beat up, most in pain, couldn't move guys, and everybody else was like, "What's wrong with you guys?" And they were skiing around us. After that, I've not had any urge to go back anytime soon.
Skiing.
I need to
is a
try
lot
skiing.
easier. Yeah.
Because no offense to my sister, if you're listening to this, Katie, she's not like she can be a little clumsy at times, and she was doing better skiing than I was able to do snowboarding.
Really?
I seriously think like I would definitely recommend skiing. I've gone skiing twice, and both times, I mean, I'm pretty adept on the water, so it's not. I don't think it's a huge difference, but like skiing for me, I would much rather do that than snowboarding.
Yeah.
Anybody, I went snowboarding.
Snowboarding's fun though.
Dude, I know, but I've seen people like go snowboarding and they can't stop.
Yeah,
They just go
The
and they
worst
literally.
falls are when you're snowboarding.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard to stop, dude. Because I see people skiing and like
They're out of control. Like they get out of control so fast because they just literally.
That's what kept happening to me, and it freaked me out. I would start going so fast, and there was one time I was starting to go down. Like I barely made it off the practice hill, dude. No, I had one. I was hauling ass, and I started trying to like do the swerving to slow it down, and I like started cutting around on my toes, and I leaned back too much. The back of my board caught. I flew up, and I didn't land on my body first. I leaned on my square of my head, then my body followed, and thank God I had a helmet. Which at first, I think me and Cameron were both like, "Dude, we don't need helmets, man. We're good."
Oh,
After that, I was like, "Thank you, God, I had a
When I
helmet."
ski, I don't wear a helmet.
really? What do you go down? Blue?
Kendall's going on blacks.
Blacks.
Really?
Wow.
Good.
Yeah.
No.
How many times have you been?
Like once. I think
Twice.
this will be my 4th time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I start out easy, and then by the end of the, since I've only been twice, by the end of the second day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like okay on blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It obviously depends on stuff, but
Yeah.
sometimes that skiing you don't want to mess around with. I mean, I broke my collarbone mountain biking and that sucks.
We've had
when
some
you're
crazy experiences.
Kendall and I had some gnarly experience on mountain bike.
dude, it sucks. Like when you break something and you're stuck on the mountain and you got to get hauled down. I was literally puking. Like it hurt so bad. It hurts so bad. But yeah, that would be my like a trip to Colorado with you guys would be
That would be pretty
amazing.
that'd
Just
be
to like
cool.
Let's start
hang
playing.
up the
I think
guns
I'm
and not
going
even do
mountain
that.
biking when I go.
I would definitely try skiing next time. I can, and what pisses me off is I'm a pretty proficient wakeboarder, man. Like I go out wakeboarding, I'll hop right up and I'm just cutting back and forth just fine.
Yeah.
But after that last time, I need to try skiing first.
Yeah.
Because snowboarding it hurt me, man.
Oh,
Pizzas. Just gotta do the pizza.
Pizza all the way down the
That's what
mountain.
True does.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, well, you wanted to do Colorado trip. What about you, Keaton?
I'd probably be deep sea fishing, catching some like sailfish or like
Oh,
marlin,
dude,
That'd be sweet.
that would be.
That would be dope.
and just fighting the son of a gun forever.
So when my dad worked at Textron,
Mm-hmm.
he had a buyer in Florida, and her husband owned a deep sea fishing company.
Took him out.
Literally, they always wanted to trade a pheasant hunt up here for a deep sea fishing guy
Oh
down
my
there.
gosh.
Yeah, a pheasant hunt out at our place, and I was like, "Let's
Yeah.
go,
That's a deal.
let's go." But it never happened.
God, dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it would have been legit though.
Yeah, I've gotten to do deep sea fishing, but we didn't get to do any marlins or those big guys. I mean, if we had a chance, I guarantee any one of the guys would have. But we were mostly out for red snapper, and
Yeah.
we started going after. Oh gosh, I'm completely forgetting what. I think king mackerel is what we fought a little bit around the oil rig we stopped at, and I got to fight a shark out there.
This is in Texas.
That was off the coast of Texas. They got good fishing down there, man.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
about your fishing trips in Hawaii?
Right, like Wahoo.
Oh,
I've only done one fishing trip, and it was one of the most boring fishing trips of my life. It basically turned into a 6-hour boat ride. Like,
Oh.
and I mean that
Just
was
getting out there.
huh? No, I mean, dude, we came right off of. I think we were in Maui. We came right off the island, and we were probably a mile offshore, and they set up all the gear, and we started trolling. And we were out for, I believe it was like primarily a marlin sailfish kind of trip because they troll with the lines off the top of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught a 20-pound wahoo, or they call ono. And then my sister caught like one of the smallest, I think, barracuda I've ever seen. But this thing was caught in like the dorsal fin, so it was just barely
Ooh.
snagged.
Yeah.
We were the only 2 people in 6 hours to touch a fishing rod on that trip.
Oh my gosh.
So, but granted, we had some of the greatest naps of my life. Like it turned into a
Snaps, like breaking the line.
no, like naps. Like we
Naps.
basically laid around and just took naps for the majority of the trip.
Just laid on the boat.
Dude, I mean, the boat just rocked you to sleep. And then at one point, I do remember I woke up and I think my mom or somebody like tapped me like, "Hey, dude, like look." And I'm like, "What?" And I sit up and I look over the side and we were surrounded by, I shit you not, hundreds of dolphins. And we all sat and they were like all like running with the boat and everything. We're all just like, "Oh my god!" So we stared at them for a while. So besides catching the 2 little fish and the dolphin experience, it was basically a 6-hour nap, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Kendall and I have been on a pretty terrible fishing trip as well. Out in, I don't know, we're out in Texas. It was like 60 people on a big charter boat.
Oh
It was
god,
all
one of
on
those
one
public.
side.
They line you up on one side,
Dude,
and then
I've had
everybody's
one of those.
lines are getting tangled.
Yes.
What is it? You pay for that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Miserable.
Wait,
I
how,
didn't-
how much did you guys pay for it?
I don't remember.
It's
We were
like,
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, you were kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we caught our limits, but then like you have your limit and they cut you off.
Yeah, you
like,
can't
catch
catch
any
more
more.
and release or whatever.
And so I think Kendall and I were just still trying to catch fish and getting yelled at by the captain.
But we did get to drive the boat.
yeah, we did drive the boat. He let us drive
That's
the
pretty
boat.
cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty
I had an experience just like that, but it was only like $50 per person. It wasn't like deep sea; it was like offshore.
good. Yeah.
So they only take you about a mile out, and then they park the boat off. And it's literally drop your line. But the whole boat, it was a smaller boat. The whole boat was surrounded, and it was so annoying because you could tell the current was moving one way.
Mhm.
So if you were on a certain part of the boat, you were fighting tangles. If you were on another part of the boat, your lines were nice and free. So there was like 10 feet from, I think it was like my aunt and my cousin went 10 feet from us, dude. They were pulling in. I don't know what they were catching because this was years ago. I don't remember. But they were pulling in some nice looking fish, and we're all like, dude, what the hell? And we spent our entire, I think it was like a couple hours maybe, spent the entire time untangling our lines. I don't think any of us caught a single fish. And we were just untangling the whole time.
Mhm.
Like we didn't have our lines in the water long enough to catch a fish. Like party boats, dude.
At least it was $50. Nothing more than that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would tell anybody, dude, spend the extra money and get a private boat because you're gonna, even if you don't catch much, you're still gonna have like your friends, family with you, and you actually get to enjoy time together. You're not shoved onto a boat like a can of sardines, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that sucks, but
Deep sea fishing would be so fun.
dude, if you have a good trip, it's
You ever
amazing.
been, Matthew?
No. I mean, the deepest that we went was we were just fishing from shore when we went to South Texas.
Okay.
Oh, you're catching those pompano or whatever?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those were good.
Little bait fish.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Kendall, what's your dream?
I got two, I guess. One, which may never happen, but
That's okay. They're dreams.
it's a dream. Probably fly fish for salmon in Alaska
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
epic.
and grizzly bear hunt in Alaska. But that's my kind of non-realistic dream. And my realistic one is going on an elk hunt in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
which Keaton and my dad are planning on doing one, I guess.
Hopefully it falls through. Or
Or
goes.
it goes through.
False. You don't want to go?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It's supposed to be in September. We talk about a lot of things, and it usually never happens. But we're gonna we're gonna try.
Standard.
We're gonna make this happen. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
And I mean,
I've already bought calls. So
You're practicing
yeah.
in the car.
I mean, in all fairness, you have gotten pretty good with them. Like when you first got them, you kept sending us
Yeah.
videos of you basically just blowing in
I
that
haven't
thing.
done it in a while though. So
Yeah.
I'm curious how if I still have.
We'll
it.
try it. We'll try it tomorrow. When we're
Yeah.
on the field.
But I heard when you like in Colorado, it's like 10, like less than 10% is a success rate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's whoa.
Yeah.
But I mean,
10%
even-
of, like, what do you mean?
Like 10% of the hunters that actually go out and hunt elk.
Actually tag it. You know.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
but experiencing like during rut, if we can at least bugle.
If
and
you
make
can have
hear
a
'em,
bugle war with,
Yeah.
that'd be tight.
That's
As long
still-
as it's not another hunter.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, and then I know we talked about this. Hopefully, I'm available and I'm capable of tagging along just to
Oh, dude,
film
film
it.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just to get
Really
just to
good.
film something like that would be awesome. I mean, when I went to Colorado back in September, yeah, it was September. with my parents and Liz. We were up in Rocky Mountain National, and I wanted to see some elk, but I wasn't really thinking about it. And then we were driving up on a big group of people, and we're like, dude, what are they listening to? And our windows were down, and I just heard that first bugle. Yeah, it
Holy
freaking gave me
shit.
chills, man. I've always, or for years, I've wanted to hear an elk bugle in person. Yeah, and the second I heard that, I was like, Bob, stop the car. Let me get out right now. And the second he stopped, I jumped out with my camera and I ran off to him. And yeah, we came up on a couple bulls that were like dancing back and forth, trying to get into a fight, but they never did, which sucked. But yeah, hearing an
They're
elk
so
bugle,
cool.
that elk rut is,
And they're tasty.
Yeah.
oh my god, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best meats there is.
So speaking of Alaska, Hallie just got accepted as a sea kayaking guide.
She did?
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard
Yeah,
she
she
did
in
that.
Alaska
What?
for the summer.
Here,
yeah.
pause on that real quick. He is mentioning one of our good friends, Hallie Bontrager. Shout out to Hallie if you're listening to this. Just wanted to clarify.
But she's going up to Alaska for the summer to do that.
That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
That's freaking epic.
Yeah, she's
That's a
moving
paid
back.
Vacation.
She's moving back from Colorado. Well, she's all over the place, but she's moving back from Colorado here for a few months.
She's in Colorado now?
Yeah, she's in Colorado. She's living in Colorado right now.
What's she doing now?
Nothing.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, like, she has a job in Colorado, but nothing like with her degree.
Yeah.
But then she's moving back here for a few months, and then doing that summer gig in Alaska.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
She told me about that. I was like, that is legit.
Yeah.
She's gonna get like her biceps from that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Paddling all day.
Yeah.
That's one of those take me with you.
Oh, dude. She goes on so many adventures that I'm like,
She's gonna see a ton of whales and everything.
oh,
Oh,
for
man.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure. I don't know what part of Alaska it is, but
I mean, if it's out there, I know the whales move up there during the summer, and then it's the winters, then they'll
That'd be
move down to the
so
South
pretty.
Pacific. So yeah, she
Right.
will hopefully be like kayaking with the whales. That's yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Kendall and I have a buddy. He's in the Air Force, but he's moving
He's getting stationed in Alaska.
Anchorage, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he always said we haven't seen him in for a while. We really need to see him.
Hmm.
But he said the invite's always there whenever he goes up.
Dude.
But
That'd
he's
be
ready
awesome.
to go moose hunt. He's ready to go after everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, I bet. I mean,
It's so. I honestly want to go to Alaska so bad.
You remember
that's
Connor,
a bucket list place for me.
Oh,
Easy.
for sure.
Connor Lungwitz from high school?
Yeah.
And we went to WSU, Wichita State University,
Yeah.
for the baseball. And then they had like some summer camp deal or whatever. They went to Alaska. And he was fly fishing at like 12 in the morning and it was light out.
Well, yeah, because in the summer it's like the sun.
Yeah, it's
sets.
literally just.
Which would be so
That's kind of
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
God, dude. Yeah.
It's so interesting.
For me personally, like some of my big things are just taking my camera to some of these places I haven't gone to go to, and Alaska alone. Like my mom, she got to go there.
That's
I
right.
think she's been there a couple times now, and I mean, just shit, man. Some of the stuff she sees or the pictures she gets, and I'm just like, Mom, please stop showing me. This is just pissing me off. I want to go, but yeah, as a photographer, that place is a dream.
Ken and I, we were looking up real estate and like real estate prices in Alaska.
Is it
It's unbelievably high.
really?
Oh,
Yeah, where we were looking up, it was ridiculous. Like something that would be, pretty standard here
Yeah.
was just like buco money out there. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like why? But that could also be in a tourist destination
Yeah.
in a hot spot.
Well,
But-
I think it's something crazy. Like 90% of the state is protected. It's not like open to the public for.
Is it really?
I think so. Like I think Alaska is out of all the United States. I think is one of the most protected places. Which I mean makes sense. Why would you want to waste something like that? But yeah, I wanna
Isn't
go.
the landmass like half of what the continental United States is?
Couldn't tell you. Not very good at geography. Though.
It might be. It's.
I want to
it's
say that
freaking
it's.
massive.
I want to say that it's actually like when you look at a globe, it is way disproportionate to like everything else in the United States.
I mean,
Because it's just huge.
I know for a fact it's way bigger than Texas.
Yeah.
Which that tells you a lot in itself because Texas alone takes up an insane amount of area.
8 hours to get, or even more from from bottom to the top.
Dude, yeah. Well, if you're in like, let's say the Panhandle up in Amarillo, I looked it up once because I think I was making a joke with Liz because she lives down in Corpus, so the way southern part of the state. And I think I was in Amarillo. She's like, "Yeah, why don't you just finish on the trip?" Well, I mean, she knows it's huge, but we were joking about it, and I think I looked it up, and I was like, "Not really sure I'm ready for that like 10-hour drive in one freaking state." And she's like, "Wait, is it really that much?" I'm like, "Dude, it's insane. It's like 9 or 10 hours
It's ridiculous.
from like pretty much one of the northernmost parts to the southernmost." I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable. And when I was living in Corpus, I was closer. Like I could have left the country easier than I could have gone to any other state.
Oh, for sure.
I was
For
like,
sure.
I was like 3 hours from Mexico.
Mexico.
Whereas if I wanted to go to, I think the closest state to me in Corpus would have been like Louisiana, and that's easily 6-hour drive or something like that. It's like, oh my god, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But it's cool too because they got a lot of stuff there. But
I haven't told any of you guys this yet. I got invited on a hog hunt.
In California.
I told you that?
Yeah.
in California,
I got invited on a hog hunt in California.
wait,
On like Memorial Weekend.
really?
You gonna go?
Think about it. We were gonna drive. You know my buddy.
Oh my god!
You know
Good luck.
my buddy Austin Windsor.
Yeah.
He's got a friend that lives there,
Wow.
so the invite's there.
Well, this is one thing. How much would it cost out there? Because I know in
Like
Texas now
$280 total.
for like licenses and are you hunting private land and everything? Do they have a big hog population there?
Yeah.
Do they really?
There's hogs here.
I mean, I'm sure
I
they
didn't know
have them.
that.
I
But
didn't.
it'd be cool to be like, yeah.
Did it come up from Texas?
I have no idea. Sorry, guys. I have no idea.
I just got a phone call a second.
Oh, it's Clinton.
But it'd be cool just to say that, yeah, I hunted in California. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nobody would think you can hunt in California.
Yeah, California is pretty. I mean, if you think about it, I think it's like from people I've talked to or just people I've heard. It's other than the coastline, it's a lot of like out in the country to the east of it. Good lord, we got all sorts of birds in this apartment right now. But yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. But you know down like in Texas, you actually don't need a hunting. Well, yeah, I mean you guys work down there, you should know that. But
Between 200,000 and 400,000 in the state of California.
for
Hogs.
what?
For hogs.
For a hog?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the population in Texas?
Millions.
Millions.
Like
It's so ridiculous.
the last time I saw, I think Texas possesses like 75% of the hog
All right.
population in the U.S. or something.
Seriously?
Let's do
It's
some
unbelievable.
guessing. Let's see who wins the highest guess.
Wait, for how many hogs are in Texas?
Yeah.
The whole state of Texas.
Oh gosh.
I will
3 million.
guess. I will guess 5 to 6 million.
I'm guessing. Pick 1 million.
I'm gonna
Or
do
like 5 million or 6
Oh.
million.
3.5 million.
I'm doing 3 million.
If I'm reading this right.
Great.
So it says from 1982 to 2016, pretty outdated. The wild pig population in the United States increased from 2.4
United
million.
States.
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. But read that
Sorry,
though. I
guys.
want to know.
Okay, here we go. 2.6 million estimated to be residing in Texas
There you go.
alone. 2.6 million.
Like right now, or what's the date on
2016.
that? Okay, so that's still like 4 or 5 years ago now. But okay, yeah.
All right, this one is dated 2020, and it says 1.4 million.
hogs in
Mhm.
Texas. Wow.
How many?
1.4.
Alrighty then.
Dang. It's a lot of hogs. It's a lot of bacon.
There's a lot of bacon, man. Dude, that.
Okay, but I'll be honest. The one time that I had wild hog with you guys.
Delicious, right?
You didn't like it?
I wasn't a huge fan. Like,
was it
I,
gamey? Did you taste any gaminess to it?
I thought it was super gamey.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what it was. And it may have just been, it honestly may have just been like the,
The sausage, right?
yeah. I think you made it.
Yeah, that's probably why.
But I, like, it may have just been like, this is kind of weird. Like, they're kind of wild hogs that are kind of gross.
Mm-hmm.
And that might have been it. But I just wasn't a huge fan.
When I first had it,
I want to have it again.
I thought it was better than store-bought pig.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Did you have bacon or sausage?
No, I
or-
had sausage.
No, I'm kind of the same way. Well, because my
There's not
idea,
enough fat for bacon on them.
my idea for it is the fact that they are wild, so they're eating wild
Really?
stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I know
Or
obviously,
they're
when
under a
it-
feeder.
well, yeah.
yeah.
Eating corn, protein.
But I mean, I feel like a lot of domestic pigs, like they have the reputation of, oh, people will just throw whatever's left into a pig pen because, oh, they'll
Yeah,
eat it, you know?
yeah.
So it's, I don't know, I feel like wild hogs maybe eat better in
That's
some
right.
cases, but I
They
really
could.
don't know enough about pigs.
Pet
But
Susan.
What's
Your
up?
pets. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
My,
yeah.
my pet pig in the internship in South Texas.
Texas. Oh my gosh. You should. Did we release her whenever you were there,
I don't
or
know.
whenever?
We,
No,
Yeah, because you guys, it was like the last week before you guys left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
thought
you
it
release
was-
her?
Well, we ended up finding out it was a him, but
Oh, bro.
yeah, we'll call him Susan still.
A Mr. Susan.
But we let him go, and he did not run off. He just hung out. He hung out around the house, like not inside.
No
but
way, for real?
Outside, he just walked.
How
around.
long did he do that? Because didn't Christian tell you when he left? Or
I don't know. When we ended up when I drove out of the driveway last time, he was still chilling out there.
I
That's
mean, if
hilarious.
he's still doing that, he's definitely dead now.
Yeah.
Somebody
And that
was
was
like,
like-
look
for
at this
sure.
goofy ass pig, bang.
For those who are listening, that was a pig that I trapped in a live trap, a little piglet, and raised him throughout the summer.
I remember you tried to go get him one time, and he was mean.
Yeah,
I would not have gotten in that pen at all.
amazed.
But
you
he
did.
figured it out real fast who fed him.
Oh my gosh,
Jeez.
dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you want to do?
I mean, there's different.
French Islands.
Huh?
Go to the French Islands.
yeah, yeah. Kendall was.
let's not talk about that.
No, I mean, yeah, a lot of those, like, I guess to some degree, like basic hunts or fishing, like you guys were mentioning, like the elk hunt. I would love to do an elk hunt one day, or go marlin fishing, like a lot of that standard stuff. But stuff that I really enjoy that are really my go-to, like if I get to do hunts or fishing trips like that, I don't always like directly seek those out first. I guess for me, it's the photography is what I go for a lot.
Yeah,
So
That'd be
when I was in
good.
Colorado.
All right, then go ahead.
Well, when I was in Colorado, just being able to take pictures of like the elk and the big herd that came up on us, like it would have been cool to do a hunt. But dude, in that moment, I was just dying. I was like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever!" And so like Yellowstone, Grand Tetons, Yosemite, like a lot of the generic places.
Tetons or Tetons?
I don't know how they pronounce this, to be honest with you.
I like
for
Tetons.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tetons.
but that place essentially, like a lot of the generic stuff, I would love to go do, but Alaska big time. Like I want to go. I personally, when it comes to photography, I think wildlife photography, I guess, is I've gotten very attached to North American wildlife. Like I got to do that
Really?
Africa trip, and it was incredible, and I would love to do it again. There's like a specific photographer that does guided photography trips in Africa, and I would love to go do one with him. But there's just something about like African trips that it's like everybody does like takes African wildlife.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, they
over
all
time-
go on safari.
They all go on
and-
safaris. Everybody has a million pictures of lions, elephants, like all these great things. Which don't get me wrong, was still incredible, and I'd love to do it again. But there was something about it that was like it's missing something. And then
Yeah.
a lot of my photography trips in the U.S., I've started really going. Shit, dude, there's a lot of cool like wildlife here that I feel like
Yeah.
people sleep on. You know, to
See
me,
the-
like pronghorn, elk, bison. Just deer in general. If you can get gorgeous deer pictures, people just drool over that sometimes.
Ocelot.
Huh? Oh my god, dude, that would be
A Wolverine would be cool.
A Wolverine
Ooh,
would
that
be.
would be
Did you see
sweet.
the video? I think it was the Department of the Interior released a video that they captured a video of a Wolverine in Yellowstone.
Oh,
Really?
Not even. Yeah, they were like a very rare sighting. Here's
I
a Wolverine
did see
because
that.
they live typically, I guess, higher altitudes, and so this thing was a little bit lower, and they're like, well, here's a video of
That's
a Wolverine in
interesting.
Yellowstone, and so that was pretty cool. But
So since you like photography so much, Austin, what's your dream animal to
Oh my gosh.
capture?
that one's tough. I mean, I've gotten to do a lot of big bucket list ones like elk, bison, just deer, and if you can capture beautiful pictures of bucks, like those guys are already up there. But
I capture them all the time on my trail camera.
yeah, but yeah, like a lot of those guys are pretty standard, and I've gotten to do them. I recently checked off a big bucket list shot, which was bison in the snow. I've gotten a lot of pictures of bison, but I've always dreamed of getting that gorgeous,
Yeah.
you know, the snow blistering across the frame, and the bison just staring at you, covered in it. And I got to do that up in the Panhandle of Texas. Like, who'd think you'd get to cross that off in Texas? But
Yeah.
currently my bucket list. That's tough, man. I'm gradually getting to the point I'm checking off animals, and now I'm trying to go for like moments.
What
So I would love to get a fighting picture of any of, I guess, the rutting animals. So like deer, bighorn
That'd
sheep,
be sick.
elk, but like with them locked in.
How about some African dung beetles? They go at it.
Yeah. I don't think I'm looking for
That'd be neat,
beetles,
though.
but no, I'm gradually becoming. I'm getting to the point where now I seek out like capturing more of the story side of it, because for
Yeah.
the longest time I was just if I saw here's this animal. Do you have any good pictures? I don't know, dude, but I got pictures of it. Now I'm like being very precise about what I go
Yeah.
after.
See,
So-
it's funny because Bob, my good friend, family friend, he along the same lines of like he went to Africa, you know, and he got so bored with taking pictures of the, you know, mainstream Big Five and this and this, you know, that then he started doing birds. And that's how he got into birding. And he
Really?
literally just has, yeah. I mean, whenever we went to Africa with him, he didn't take one picture. Like, he could care less if there was a giraffe or a zebra or anything like that. He was like, oh, look at that bird half a mile away. Here, let me take a picture of it. And it is fun. Like, it's such a hobby. And he has, like, he has hundreds of pictures of birds
That's
of
pretty
of
neat.
new species
Yeah.
that
Well-
he wants to put online and have all these. It's really cool what he
Yes.
has.
Because I remember him telling me the exact number of birds he's. Do you know on top of your head?
Yeah, I think it was like, I want to say it was 500 plus kind of.
Species.
I thought it was
Thousands. Yeah. That's
Was
what I
it?
thinking.
I
It was-
don't-
it was like
I don't even
3,000 different species, and there's like a total of 10,000 bird species
Yeah, I
in the world.
honestly don't even know, but it's. I mean, it's so many birds, and he's
It's impressive.
He's had so many pictures and stuff, but he just. It's kind of funny because he actually bought a like a Mercedes Sprinter
Oh, the
van,
van. So he
one
can
of those
travel.
like live-in
Oh,
vans.
that's
He
so
bought
cool.
it in California. This was like this month. He bought it in California, went and flew and picked it up, and then drove it back here, and it's now sitting out at our house. But
What?
he literally did like a tour of the southern states and like went to all these different, you know,
Yeah.
places and took pictures of birds. And I think he got like, I want to say he got, you know, like 25 new birds that he's never captured before or something like that. But there's thousands and, you know, thousands of different bird species
crazy to
and
think
types
about.
of birds.
It's crazy to think about how many different ones, because you go outside, like when you're at home, you can see like 10 different species, and then now I see another one. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh God, man. But no, yeah, that's definitely something I've noticed is you can go from being a hobby photographer where you're just out trying to take cool pictures, right? Where it shifts from just doing it as a hobby to a straight up passion. Like, dude, I've put some mileage on my car just to go take a picture of a certain
Yeah.
like
I put some mileage on my truck just trying to go shoot a few birds.
Yeah. But like we had some snow come through Wichita back in
January 1st.
it was I think in December, and we had a decent amount of snow in Wichita, and I was like, oh dude, I wonder, there's a place an hour north of Wichita that has bison. I was like, and I guess elk too. It's a little wildlife refuge, and I was like,
Where at?
Up by
it's
McPherson.
it's literally the McPherson State Fishing Lake hugs this place. Like the fence line is the same.
Really? And they have
And-
bison.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I wonder if they got snow, and I tried to look up anything. I was like, I don't know. So I was like, you know what? I gotta commit the hour. It didn't take me long before I started seeing the snow disappear more, and I was like, oh no. And I got there, not a speck of snow. I got some cool pictures of some bison again, but
No
I
snow.
wasted a perfect snow day when I could have been around the Wichita area. I know some good spots for wildlife photography that I could have done in the snow.
Yeah.
Wasted it because I went up there. I mean, like I said, I still got cool pictures, and I'm happy I did that. But damn, man, that one kind of sucked. But it was one of those you like.
Hey.
Sometimes you put in the work, and hopefully you get what you get for it. But in that case, it didn't pan out. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But so, anyways, all right. Well, we're up there in time. Anybody else have anything else before we sign off tonight? And wake up in a couple hours to go hopefully shoot some birds.
Yeah, seriously.
For everybody listening, it is 11:22 p.m. and we're going duck hunting and getting up at 3 in the morning.
So,
Let's go.
It's gonna be a long day, but
It is.
that's
all right.
What were you gonna say, Keaton?
that's what exactly I was gonna say. So thanks for being a twin and doing what I would do.
Jeez.
All right,
Twin minds.
well, we will sign off until the next episode. Glad we all were able to get together. Now we're still missing a full episode of all 5 of us, but hopefully at some point we can get that
We're
pulled
thinking
together.
about doing a podcast while we're hunting tomorrow. So
We'll see how that goes. I'm not.
We're gonna talk Austin into it. So
Yeah.
see how easy.
They're like trying to talk me into it, but then they're like, "But don't be moving around and making too much noise." Okay. All right. Well.
Austin does that all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you all on the next episode.
Peace.